You gonna go eat?
Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to the Georgia Shooting Connection Friday Night live stream. We got two really special guests down there tonight. Usual suspects. Start us off, Mr. Kyle. What's going on?
Good Friday evening. Glad it's Friday. Glad I ain't got to go to work tomorrow. Back's killing me. I'm tired, and I'm glad to see everybody in the side chat. CW, what you got? Actually, it'd be that way.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here. Side chat is hopping already. Couple of videos out. Busy week going on. Hoping to have a good weekend. Hot here. Putting up with the heat. Gene, what's going on with you?
Not much. Thanks for having me on the panel again tonight. Hello to everybody in the side chat over there. Good to see you all. Man, had a couple new videos popping on, and got a busy weekend ahead. Scotsman.
What's happening, folks? Good to be here. Had a good day today. Got to hang out with Chris from the 740 and Daniel. So it was a good day. Long day, but a good day. I just got home about an hour ago. So, yeah. Good to be here, and let's get it going. Mark, what you got?
Hello, everybody. Good to see y'all. Peanut Gallery, good to see you guys, too. Old Dummy Round would be proud today. I got some brass and some boxes and some stuff out of the range. So the side charging 7.62 works just fine. Ran that a little bit today. Nothing much else going on.
I want to thank all you guys for being here, and I want to introduce a special guest tonight, Nicholas Young and Mr. Wyatt. Y'all may be familiar.
We got the wife over there in the corner.
Has he been bad?
No, he's been pretty. He's been pretty decent. Oh, there's Roxy. Okay, you want to show the dog? There's a dog. Oh, they'll fall. There's Roxy.
There he is.
She's my sister.
So as y'all may have figured out, Nicholas is Willie's son, Wyatt's Willie's grandson. Thank you for being on with us tonight, Nicholas.
No, I appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
You gotta go eat, baby.
How's stuff going on out there, man?
Over here in Commeyville, California.
Yeah.
Just working, trying to survive, really.
What are you making us for dinner?
It's what is this? It's like a copycat of a Chipotle bowl from.
Oh, nice. I like the way you had to turn around. What is this?
we eat a lot of rabbit food here sometimes, so we try to eat certain ways.
No, I understand.
Pretty cool to have y'all on with us tonight. So one of the topics that I wanted to talk about. Hey, GGW, we'll go through the side chat in just a minute. I'm sorry we're late, and it's my fault because since I got off of work early today, and it has been an absolute madhouse. I've been trying to get some of the money that you guys donated to Nicholas's mom, and I forgot the PIN number to that account. There's no way I can remember it. I tried 3 times and it locked up. So, yeah. I'm the big W. So, one thing we want to talk about tonight, and I got a glimpse of a video earlier this week, and it was Iraq Vet 8888, and I don't know how old it was. It might have been brand new. It might have been years ago. But one of the things that him and his guests were talking about, and I only heard just a snippet of it, was your carry gun versus your bump in the night gun. What do y'all think? Should be two different guns, don't you think?
Yes, sir. Don't everybody talk at once.
I know.
Now, instead of just one bump in the night gun, how about several bump in the night guns, depending on where you're at the bump of the night?
I've got a bump in the night gun in every room, and only I know where they're at. She said, I might know where they're at.
Well, when we get a little bit deeper into what's going on tonight, we'll probably get everybody's take on what that should be. And I think we talked about it on here. I think we talked about it on the Scotsman's channel, on Scotsman's chat, more than we have here. And we'll get everybody's take on what you should carry and what you should have by your bed. So what we do reloading and gun related. Kyle, you do anything this week?
I looked at my reloading bench on the back porch, and I started. I cast up some SKS bullets, AK-47s, whatever. Cast up some of them just to test, and then Ricky reminded me. He said, "Dude, I sent you a bag of them ready to go." I was like, "Oh." So I just got to get everything mounted up and start loading. I've got everything sorted out and ready to go. I'll probably do that in the morning. And I might even, I can't do that live. They frown upon that now, right?
They do.
Shoving a piece of lead and a piece of brass. Yeah. Ooh.
And I know better than to ask CW. I tried to watch your cast bullet goodness, your powder coat goodness video, and the thumbnail looked absolutely gorgeous. I clicked on it, and all I got was the round circle.
Yep.
It was just a short.
I did the same thing. It would never load up or anything.
Really?
No, it didn't. It was just. I thought I was at work for a minute.
I don't know. It loaded fine. I watched it a few times. It must be on YouTube's end.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me watch it. I tried. I think I even liked it. Never even saw it.
Well, I did some casting this morning. I wanted to get it in before the temperatures skyrocketed. And yesterday I got that mold in that I bought last Friday night. It came in yesterday, and I got it.
Right. That's the one you won the auction on.
Yeah. Just as we were going off the air.
Gotcha.
And I got it cleaned up. It wasn't nearly as bad as it looked, which is what I had hoped. And it cast beautiful. Pulled the strop right out. Really nice. Perfect working mold. So I did a little video on that. Not a outright casting video, just a little video on getting the mold ready. It turned out pretty good. And then I had a couple other videos on some stuff we had talked about a couple weeks ago. I don't remember if we talked about it here or Chris's chat, but it was practicing or shooting in your backyard or your basement, wax bullets and plastic bullets and stuff like that. I did a video on that, and I did one other video, something I forgot what it was. So I had a couple videos out past couple days. I've got some 06s on the bench that I got started all prepped. I got to just and I got some 44s I got to do, and I want to do some more 41s with these new bullets. Ronnie says he can watch my video right now, so it's running on his end.
All right, I'll have to check it out again.
What
Hell,
about you?
YouTube might have booted me from your channel. I don't know.
What about you, Gene? What'd you do reloading wise?
Not a damn thing. Made videos, worked, and just living life. It was a boring week, really.
Not for us, man.
Yeah, mine was nothing close to boring. Well, it was boring.
Hold on. I went to Walmart and did not run into any Karens.
That's a good day.
Oh, I did get a new bicycle. Had to buy a tube for it. That's why I was in Walmart.
We did have two truck drivers get in a fight in the showroom. And I was just sitting there going, if anything gets stupid. And my wingman over here, he was unzipping his backpack just looking at him. I'm like, I got it.
We got a Ocean 374 sighting.
Oh no, the oceans
Good
are
shirt.
rising.
Good shirt right there. I'm gonna pop you up here, Nicholas.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, the wife made it.
I like
Nice.
that a lot.
Very cool.
I think we can start selling those. I'm
Yeah.
down for two.
It's like her
Put a
little,
Willie,
it's her
put a
little
Willie
hobby.
Bulletman logo on the back.
Yeah, I've been asking. Yeah, I've been asking my mom if I can find like his patch or something so I can do something with it. Okay. You already have a Blue's Clues one. Yeah, I've been trying to have my mom find something so I could like make a shirt or stuff with it like that.
What do you need? His logo?
Yeah, his
Scotsman chimes in. Hang on.
I can get you. I can get you his logo. I can get you his logo, Nicholas. I'll get it over to you in the next day or two.
Oh, there it is. Scotsman, you need a picture or you got one?
No, I got it.
Okay, all right. I was just looking on the fridge and Angel went right there.
No, I got it. He sent it to me in email before. I got it in my email somewhere. I just got to dig it out.
Oh, okay.
So Big E, that just goes to tell you that Coke really is the real thing. Is it time for me to go through the side chat yet, y'all?
Fire away, brother.
You can if you want, man. It's your show.
Well, my internet's so iffy. I kind of
Yeah, I'm fixing to look at the weather here because if you're going iffy, that means in 10 or 15 minutes I'm going iffy too.
all right. Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog was first in tonight. Vanessa Kitty reloading from the hot pipes on the side chat, and in the panel, Daniel God is my judge. Georgia Shooting Connection, Tactical Bud, CW, Big Al, Kyle Lusk on the panel and in the chat. Echoes Reloading Chamber, what's going on, buddy? Andy 79Z28. Trees are blowing. Good to have you here, buddy.
I'm sorry, I'm just amazed at the ceiling fan. Just want to sit there and watch it.
Tactical Fud. There's Edward Petty, Walks Fletcher. What's up, brother? There's Andy again. Mark Thomas, what's going on? Broke Loader 2. Andre D'Angelo. James Pollard. Walks Fletcher. Jason Stewart. Corners and Doors. Ricky Baird, what's going on, buddy? GGW Reloading. There's Mr. Pollard again. Gun Hobo 62B. DWD 37. Reloader 762. Abigail Finnegan, what's going on, lady? Glad you're here. Lead Bullet Junkie is here. Chris from the 740. Did I say Tactical FUD?
You did.
I said him again. There's Kyle. Walter Bunning. I'm repeating. The Scottish American. Glad you're here, Scotsman.
Good to be here, bro.
There's Big Al.
Big Al.
MCK Mock is in the panel on the side chat. Garage Guy 879. Walks Fletcher. Broke Loader 2. I'm almost done. There's Vanessa Kitty. 6-shooter Texan, what's happening, my brother? Tacos and French fries. There's Walter Bunning again. Trees are blowing again. Jason Stewart, I already said him. Tim S. Ocean 374. Y'all say hey to Julio out there. Big E.
Howdy, Julio.
And I think that's everybody.
We'll have to
There's
say he and Mrs. Bulldog.
GGW Reloading. Jer Bear Tactical. See, every time I give up and I think I'm done, I've called everybody out. Somebody else will pop up. There's Tommy Boy. I'm sorry. Do that over. CW. My bad. Kyle Lusk. Who's that guy? So, hey, Miss Bulldog. And we're up to date.
How about show this to them?
It ain't got no. Take that in your under.
Please.
Rigby got a fan to blow bubbles with it. All right, take it on in yonder.
Wild child. Yeah.
Those girl's got some lungs on her. Or she's just real close to the mic.
She was right in there, guys. I tell you what, she was. She was right up there next to it. I apologize for y'all's eardrums.
What?
Huh?
I know, right?
Thank you. I got to look sophisticated for a minute. Everybody keeps typing novels over here in the side chat.
I'll join you. Got my specs.
Back up when the glasses go on.
Oh, you were just playing with me, MCK.
Well, I read what I needed to read, so
So, Mark, what did you do reloading related?
just cleaned some brass. I did a lot of bow shooting this week. I've been trying to shoot once or twice a week. Well, a little more actually, but that's my goal. I've got a pin set at 20, 30, and 40 yards. I'm getting pretty consistent, so
That's good.
I'm enjoying it.
When I was younger, I used to love shooting off the back deck, off the kitchen. It's elevated, it's like 12 feet or something up off the ground, and shooting the old hay bale target with the paper in the backyard at about 30, 40 yards, stuff like that. I got to where I was pretty lethal with a bow. I wouldn't take a 60-yard shot like some people would, but
That's where my long shot name came from. That's the
Nice.
truth. That's the truth. That's where long shot came from. Shooting a bow at 60, 70, 80 yards.
I was about to say, throw Walter's comment up there because, son, you ain't wrong.
So Scotsman sent me a little 5-sided target, about yay big a couple years back, and it was behind the
dogs and children.
it was behind the styrofoam target for the arrow, and it smacked that steel plate. I was off to the left a little bit. It shattered.
Yeah, that's bad.
They don't like steel.
Graphite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was in pieces.
Did Scotsman get to say if he did anything reloading?
Not yet.
wise?
He's next.
Reloading wise, no, I really didn't other than today. I did get to go to Fin Feather First, stop in there, pick up some primers, and Daniel generously gave me 2 pounds of powder, some brass, and some bullets. So I got plenty of stuff to get me going on some 38 and 357. On top of what I already had, so I got plenty of stuff there. A couple pounds of powder, so it's pretty awesome.
Awesome.
Oh, Idaho, I'm sorry to hear that. I wish I could have helped you on the phone. I tried. I went and talked to my top 2 Cummins guys.
Man, I'm surprised we got anything at the grocery store the way some people treat our trucker friends.
I do the best I can every day to try to make sure trucks will get back on the road.
There we go. Daniel's back from supper, y'all.
Wasn't me.
Andy's loading up 300 blackout zinc bullets. That just seems like a pretty good fit right there.
Yep, it really does.
That's a nice looking house, Ricky.
You want to expand on that thought?
Who, me?
Kyle or myself?
CW.
Yeah, it seems a natural because there's so many really good 30 bullets out there, and you can shoot with zinc. They get so much lighter. So 170, 180 grain bullet, you're down in the 125 grain range, and that's right in the wheelhouse for supers in the blackout. I enjoy supers more than I do subs in the blackout, but I don't have a silencer, so.
I enjoy that too, CW. Full speed.
I enjoy all of it.
I like my
think
subs. I like my subs with my suppressor.
I love that caliber. I really do. You
Yeah.
can do anything you want to with it.
Yep. I really like it too.
I load 110 grains running 2,800 feet per second, or I load 230 grains going, 680. You can do anything you want to with it.
Hey, there's
we
Mark.
got Ozark Spirit joined us, and Idaho Rogers popped in, and there is James Pugh on cue. Poet and don't know it.
Make a rhyme every time.
How you doing, James? Good to see you, bud.
Been thinking about you today, buddy.
Yep.
Which brings me up to not a pleasant topic. Got a text from our buddy New Tex I Can today, and he's got a family member that's pretty sick. So I'd ask y'all to remember him in your prayers and his family in your prayers. So
Sorry to hear that.
but we'll keep that family in our prayers over the weekend. Yeah, where you been, Marvin? We've seen you for a little bit the last couple of weeks, but not very much. You won't have to come on the panel with us for too long.
What was that? Right.
I know.
All right, I'm still here. I'm going to heat me up some dinner right quick. I'm just going to nuke it, so I'll be down for just a second.
Well, thanks for the warning.
You're more than welcome, sir. Glad I could help.
Quick little update on the Willie giveaway. We're awful glad that Nick's here tonight. I think, do we need to go through the prizes that we're giving away?
I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I got a list. So of course we've got A2 style AR-15 giveaway. We've got an M4 style, and we got two AR-15s. We have Kyle's chunking in a SKS rifle. James Stewart is giving away a Ruger 1022 with the eagle engraved in the wood. Absolutely beautiful rifle. Willie's family, and thank you for this, Nicholas. Willie's family is donating Willie's Dillon 450 as a prize. CW is giving away 2 sets of 500 bullets, depending on what you need and what he has. G23 is giving away an R&D displays, gun display, and of the winner's choice, and an Aegis gun care cleaning kit. Walter Bunning is giving away 3 bullet molds from Lee. 6-shooter Texan is giving away some of his reloading trays, custom fit. Big Al's giving away the flag and eagle wood sculpture, which is right back there. Y'all want to see that again? It's so pretty. I hate not to show it off every time we get a chance.
Yes.
GGW, not only did he donate the Colt furniture for the A2 rifle, he's giving away a Hornady 300 blackout die set, Ellie Wilson 270 case gauge, a Lee 44 factory crimp die, and we'll get with GGW and find out if he wants to, if that's going to be all in one or we're going to give them away separate. Tactical FUD is giving away a $100 Brownells gift card. Kyle is giving away not only the SKS, but he's giving away magazines for the AR rifles, giving away 5 magazines for a total of 10. Mark is giving away, MCK Mock is giving away the 3-prong flash hider and a cleaning kit. MacMan is giving away DeWalt drill and a Mac pliers set. Mark Thomas is giving away a belt and holster rig, custom made for the winner. And that's going to be nice. Whoever wins that's going to be very proud. And Lead Bullet Junkie is giving away a brick of primers, and Walks Fletcher is giving away either a brick of either small pistol or primers. So that's a chunk of prizes, sports fans. So get your entries in. You'll get 1 entry for every $20 donation. And we are currently, I made another deposit today. We got to get the checks cleared. But we are up to around the $3,000 mark. And we are going to have our giveaway on Labor Day weekend. And I was thinking about doing half of it on our show and half of it on foreign and domestic.
I'd be honored if you want to do that, man. We can make that happen.
I think that'd be good. What do y'all think?
Sounds like a plan. Split it up. Won't have to be in such a rush on one chat, you know. But it'll be the same weekend.
Yeah.
That sounds excellent. Good way to do it.
Hey, Nicholas, little off topic. Did you end up with your dad's knife that he had on the loading bench with the deer handle antler?
No, I think that was gonna be. I think from what he was telling me, I think that was gonna be for like beef for Wyatt, I believe.
Awesome, good enough. I'm just glad I didn't know if it got in the box or whatever happened to it, but yeah, good deal.
Yeah, no, I haven't grabbed it yet. I've only been over there a little bit to grab some stuff, and the last time I was there, I went through his safe real quick and just try to go with my brother and be like, all right, like, what do you want and what do I want type of deal. So
until you mentioned it, I forgot he said he's going to keep it for Wyatt. I had totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and then for the other person that's asking about like if my dad had some bullet molds, I mean, my dad has. If he's got bullet molds, that man is a hoarder. That man's probably got everything. So yeah, for the guy that's asking, I mean, it depends which ones are you looking for. I mean, before I can even start and be like, yeah, he's got this, he's probably got it. I mean, if there's a particular one that you're looking for, then yeah, I can either ask my mom or brother if they even know where to start or what it even looks like or what it's called. And then when I get a chance to go over there,
it'll look something like that, Nicholas. Maybe bigger, obviously, with more cavities in it. But
yeah, I've seen his whole like kit of what he has.
Okay.
If there's
Gotcha.
any particular like what people are looking for.
Well, they're all going to have numbers on them except for the Lees. Some of the interim Lees didn't have any numbers on them for a while. But early ones had some numbers on them, and the latest ones have numbers on them. But all the RCBSs, all the other companies are going to have some kind of numbers that you can ID that will know, or casters will know what they are.
I think that was Lead Bullet Junkie was asking, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm telling you this right now. I would be interested in acquiring a few. I'm sure that most of the panel on here would be too. So, and in the side chat. So don't let them slip away because that's a piece of your dad.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll tell people right now, if there's certain things I don't feel comfortable with, I won't give it away. So I mean, people just got to be cool with it. Like I'm I'm open to get rid of certain things, like to help like my mom out, but there's certain things that I won't get rid of because it's sentimental to me. And if people don't like it, then they can just kick rocks.
I think most people in our community will understand that for
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely.
I totally understand that.
So if there's something that you guys want, Jamie has my number. He can just shoot me a text of a list of what people want, and then I can, when I get a chance to go over there, I can go through everything and see what there is. You broke it.
My thought, and what I shared with your mom, Nick, and with Scotsman, I think I may not have expressed this thought to Scotsman. I think my thinking was to put the molds up that you wanted to sell up on eBay and let them kind of judge the price. But guys like CW, myself, and Scotsman can certainly tell you what anything's worth. And
Yeah, and you have my number, and you can message me anytime and ask questions, man. We'll help you out the best we can.
and I think I think that would probably bring the most money because, like Mr. Junkie says here, we're all willing to pay a fair price. But some of the prices that you see on eBay for used bullet molds are not fair at all. They're either way underpriced, some of them are way overpriced. And if you find one that you think is a fair price, you're probably not going to buy it for that. Somebody's going to come in and outbid you there at the end.
CW is going to sneak in the back door and take it from you.
Well, then I got the thinking about it as we're sitting here talking, and I know for a fact, and I think y'all would agree that if anybody in our community wanted or needed one of his bullet molds, he would far rather you or us have it than some stranger on eBay. Wouldn't you agree, Nicholas?
Yeah, I mean, he knew all you guys. I mean, he knows you guys will actually treat it better than some people would probably throw it in a box or throw it on the ground or whatever, basically. I mean, because there's some people that don't know how to treat certain things, and there's people that actually like to take care of their stuff.
Not a word, Jamie.
Not what?
Yeah, we have a couple of those in our community.
You brought it up, Kyle. What's the matter, buddy?
They like to leave stuff out in the rain.
Threw himself under the bus.
I did.
Oh, my dad has done some idiotic stuff like that, and we had to take a grinder and some
I was going to use it the next day.
the purple.
Three.
You can make all the excuses you want.
If you go it with full, it's not gonna.
Hey! Mario's here. What's up, brother?
West Coast weirdo.
I already knew what you meant, Mark. As soon as you threw the 1, 2, okay, let's go.
Yeah, so
I didn't even look in the side chat. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, and we have some folks out that way too, Nicholas, that can probably help if you need something out that way, that are fairly close to where Willie was. So
Yeah, I'm up in Northern California, like towards Sacramento. So if that helps anybody out.
when is Wyatt's birthday? Tomorrow?
No, it's, September 3rd, right around the corner.
Okay.
And he'll be.
Well,
how old are you gonna be, Wyatt? You could be 4.
that many.
Oh my gosh, it's
Hey,
been 4 years.
I remember Willie talking about him being born. Holy crap, 4 years.
he is gonna
Well,
be
we were
4.
on the live chat when he was born.
Yeah.
We were.
Yeah,
You were
there's
born on a Friday, Wyatt.
videos of him on his YouTube with him pulling down the Lee press.
Oh,
my
man.
goodness, 4 years old. Geez.
Yep, and then Dad's birthday is right around the corner. It's in 4 days.
Yep.
You know, Rigby's is the 7th. Your dad's was the 9th, and mine's the 10th.
Somebody quit pulling the toenails off of that kid.
Wow.
Oh no, he's chasing the dog.
I can't believe it's been 4 years. Oh my Lord. We've been doing this for a minute.
You can tell him I'm before.
I'm gonna be 4.
Is this Nini? What type of birthday do you want? You want a Spider-Man birthday?
Yeah, with 3 friends.
With some friends?
Yeah, with 3 friends.
Some 3 friends? Just 3?
Yeah, 3 Spider-Man friends.
That
3.
tells me a lot of silly string is going to be used.
Spidey and the Amazing Friends, huh?
And with the Peter boat.
Peter Parker?
Yeah, Peter Parker.
Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Where he go?
There's government axes out there. Come here. All right. Drive for a while, CW. I got to get this dog taken care of. We ain't going to have no peace. And hello to Armament and Axes.
Sure enough. Sure enough. So we've got a topic tonight of, how did Jamie word it? Bumping the night guns and everyday carry guns.
Yep.
So I'm kind of the camp that they can be the same. I have dedicated for both, but the everyday carry backs up the home defense pretty much all the time. It's never very far away.
I was about to say, one's never very far from the other one.
That's how it works here. What about you, Kyle?
Not to give away anything, but there's quite a few guns that aren't in my safe. And Angel made the comment before. She said, I know where a couple of them are, but all I need to know is make sure you can get to them. What did CW? What is your basic go-to bump in the night firearm?
870 12 gauge is the house. It's a house gun.
My man. What's it loaded with? Or are you not at liberty to say?
It's loaded with number 4 buck.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. I use an 870 as well. A shorty. It's the shortest legal barrel that they'll let me have without paying the government $200 to exercise my right.
One of those others.
No, it's not an other. Because you still got to go through all the crap with the government for that too. It's the shortest one they sell on the shelf. And there's a few of them hiding around this house, and they were all purchased on a Black Friday deal at the same store at the same time. I bought 5 of them.
If you held my hand to the fire, it'd be a Remington 870 every time, but I don't really have much against the Mossberg 590 or the 500.
Right. A
I
500
prefer
is a spectacular firearm.
My biggest reason for the 870 is basically the steel fire control, which isn't the case on all the 870s anymore.
Right.
And the 590 fixed that too. So
My
Uh,
bedside manner is a snub nose 44 Magnum. So even if I miss you, you're going to be scared to death. The next shot will not be as misplaced, I promise. It's a little 2-inch barrel 44 Magnum. And if need be, I've got my everyday carry, no matter where I go, is a little Kel-Tec 380. It fits right in your pocket. They make a holster specifically for it, a little leather holster. If I'm carrying inside the waistband, I carry an M&P 9mm full size. And if I'm going outside, I carry my Colt 45. Not a long Colt, 45 ACP. And it is a Colt. Kyle just scares me anyway.
mine for the past few years has been a 45 Shield. I used to switch up and carry one in the summertime and a different one in the wintertime. And I picked that up, and it just such a good balance of everything. Plus it's a 5. So
in
pretty
the
much
wintertime, I like
everything
shoulder carrying my Colt. I got a shoulder rig for it. You throw on a nice little light jacket, and nobody knows you got it. You can do anything you want.
Yep.
I've got one spoiled dog. Good God.
I highlight Abby's comment there with a question. I have a light on the house shotgun. I do not carry a light on my EDC. I carry a flashlight in my pocket.
Yep. The way I look at it, flashlights, if it comes right down to it, here we are, here's the moment. That's going to be something that slows you down.
I've had training both ways, and I'm just old school. There never was, lights on your guns when I started shooting. I did a lot of my shooting in early training, and it just always stuck. It just never made sense to me to have a light on my handgun. But I do. I love it on the shotgun. I think it's a positive, a plus.
My 300 Blackout's got a flashlight on it. Of course, it's 8-inch barrel.
Yeah, mine too.
It takes up a lot of real estate. But yeah, that's another one of my go-tos. It's always within reach.
I've got a couple. I've tried them, and I want to try and use them, but I haven't really been able to really devote myself to them. The light in my pocket works when I need it.
The Streamlight Stryon, I think, is the model. They actually make a Picatinny rail mount for that flashlight specifically. And I've got a couple of those mounts on a couple of different ARs, and I just put the flashlight in whichever one I'm carrying at the time, or, go camping. I've always got a pistol with me and a AR. That's go-to for me. There may or may not be a shotgun involved.
Yeah, I'm a big shotgun proponent for defense. It's just they say you get a handgun to get a rifle. Well, to me, a shotgun is going to do everything defensively that I need.
Well, and another thing you got to think about, if you're going to use a shotgun for home defense, make sure it doesn't take 2 walls out when you shoot it.
Yeah, that's
People
the
want
big
to load
thing.
these slugs or buy these slug rounds and all that stuff. You set one of them off inside your home, you got some sheetrock work to do. In multiple rooms. I prefer the dumbed down home defense rounds. I've got some store bought home defense shotgun rounds, and then I've made my own since I started reloading shotguns. Thank you, Ocean. But yeah, you got to be careful, man. You get a 3.5-inch Magnum slug in there, all of a sudden you got 6 holes to patch.
What about you, Gene?
Well, besides the 6 holes to patch, you're going to have to do a lot of painting.
Yep.
And no one likes painting. Evil necessity, but I don't think anybody likes doing it. My EDC is the same every day. P365 XL. I carry that in the summertime. I carry it in the wintertime on the outer waistband. My main home defense is a 300 blackout with a suppressor, 10.5 inch light, backup, flip up sights, red dot. Nice little piece. Other than that, I believe in having something near you if you need it. How about that? How does that sound? No matter where you're at and around your property.
I like what Ozark said. Yeah, if I have to shoot in my house, not too worried about the drywall.
I just keep the suppressed with subs in it. In the unfortunate case that someone would come into your property, your residence, and threaten to cause you bodily harm, it's not going to go much further. I do like the shotgun route as well. I do have one of those stashed, but for my main one is my 300 blackout. Love it.
Let me tell you, the most menacing sound to a home intruder is the of a shotgun. They would be like, wrong house.
I don't want to draw attention to myself by doing that. I want to be the slick one coming around the corner.
Oh, mine are hot, and that's what kills me every time we want to have like Angel's nieces and nephews or somebody over for a swimming party. Hell, it takes me an hour and a half to put all the guns in the safe.
Well, Tommy Boy says 300 is no better than a 45. Well, there's one of those too. So,
Yep.
Well, you also got to think of what.
Just depends on where I'm at in my residence and my property, on what is around. But there is always something around, and most of those do have flashlights on them. My EDC does not. I'm kind of like with CW there. I thought about putting it on. I put lights in my cart with matching holsters many times, and I just purchased them. I'm happy with what I have, and I carry a flashlight on my keys. My keys are always on me, so if I need something, I have it with me.
Well, Tommy Boy, you got to think of what the 300 blackout was originally designed to do: clear a room. It was never meant to be a 22-inch barrel, supersonic, 110 grain projectile. It was meant to shoot a lug nut across a room.
Hey, Kyle, wasn't a 300 blackout actually designed to run in a 9.5 inch barrel?
Yeah. It was a room clearing rifle is what it was built.
It's a short barrel. Exactly what it was, I don't remember, but it's 8 or 9 inches, 8.5 or 9.5 inches. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's just it's a handgun ballistics. But it's most of the time you can shoot it more accurately.
And I've got a set of those really cool twist apart magazines. I don't even know who made them, but so they're stacked 2 and 2. So I've got 60 rounds right there.
Yeah. Yep, got a few of those too. Mine are 10s, but yeah, I've got a few of them.
Well, you're restricted, so you live there because you have to be restricted.
Yeah, makes me safer.
Yeah, something's got to hold you back.
Yep, Jungle 10-round magazines they're just fine.
So they took Bill Ruger literally back in the day, did they?
Yeah, we told him.
I love it.
So I guess it's Scotsman's turn.
Mine's simple, man. I'm gonna say it this way, and take it for what it's worth. It's whatever you have by you. It's whatever is near, whatever is available. And I'm not one who is concerned with damage to the house, etc., stuff like that. I'm more concerned about taking care of the threat. And that's kind of where I sit with that one. As far as whether a shotgun, rifle, pistol, lights, no lights, again, it comes down to what you got by you. You know, the situation is going to be different every time, so you got to play it out the best way you can.
Well, we all hope the situation never arrives.
Yeah, I mean, no one ever wants it to happen, but if it does happen, you play it out the best way you can. And well, again, whatever is closest to you, whatever is available, that's what you use. You know, you don't always have an option of, oh, I'm going to leave this here, leave that there. You don't know where you're going to be at, so whatever you have on you is what you got.
Yep.
I was watching a video here recently going over what you should use for home defense, a rifle or a pistol. The guy brought out a rifle, 16-inch standard, and pointed it out, put it back, grabbed the pistol, and pressed out with his pistol. And he was at the exact same distance from the muzzle between the pistol and the rifle. So he said, now which is better? Now the choice is yours.
It's all up to you. You know what you feel most comfortable having around you.
Yes. Idaho Rogers. XDM Mod 245. Full size.
Glock 43, hollow points.
What are you using, Mark?
I'm going between the Glock 43 and the Taurus G2C for my everyday carry. And a 7.5 300 blackout pistol in the bedroom with subs but no suppressor on it. Most guns you're going to be deaf and blind for temporary, but
and the biggest thing comes down to, what do you shoot well? What do you know well? What do you practice with the most?
Yeah.
You know, keep that in mind too, because you don't want to try and use something you don't know that well.
Yeah, I've got one of the flash cans on it.
You want to be proficient in what you're using.
I've got one of the flash cans to take the sound and push it forward instead of blasting sideways. So it may help whoever's in the room with me.
I love those things.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be half deaf and half blind depending on the load you have in it. But like, again, I'm not worried about drywall or hearing. I want to make sure the threat's put down. And yeah. But that's
one of the big things that comes into play with things like this is if you have family and stuff in the house with you, make sure your family knows where this stuff's at. Make sure your family knows where to go in the event something's going on, something's happening. And make sure you identify the threat before you pull that trigger, because the last thing you want to do is end up shooting a family member and having a really bad day.
Yep.
Well, see, I like the suppressor on mine because I don't want my neighbors to hear me until I'm knocking on the door asking for help.
yeah, that's good. That's awesome.
Can you help me put this in the wood chipper?
Exactly.
Hey,
Where can we take this?
I'm gonna dip out, guys. Wife wants to go out and try to do some family stuff real quick. I got no choice, so I don't want to get yelled at.
Thanks for
Good
joining.
to see you. Take care, buddy.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
Mr.
calling.
Buddy.
man.
I'll be back on when I get more time. It's just I don't want to get chewed out right now, and I don't want to have to deal with that later. So
You're good, man. You're good.
You're good. Hey, Nicholas, I'll get that logo to you here soon, man.
yeah, for sure. You know, whatever you guys want. Is there anything that's anybody's interested? Not just you know, like I said, Jamie or Jamie has my number. If not, I could just give it to people. I really don't care. And you just let me know what you want. I can always look for certain stuff.
All right, not a problem, my man.
Appreciate
Thanks
you,
for
buddy. You
joining
take it easy. Have a good night.
All right, peace.
Take care of Wyatt.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Bye.
God,
So we got
almighty,
some
he looks
CZ
just like his
pit
dad.
carriers now.
All about CZ, man. CZ left.
He looks just like his dad.
Now, see, Abigail, and it hadn't got to. I guess it has got to my turn yet, has it? One of the reasons I like a shotgun is because I don't want over penetration.
Exactly.
And again, Abigail, just like I said a minute ago, it's making sure everyone knows the plan. You all know where each other are at and identifying that threat before you pull that trigger.
Yep. You got to have
Yeah.
a plan.
That's the best time. Well, when to know what's behind your target.
Well, that's where even running a shotgun, you have to be careful what load you're using if you have roommates like her.
Good point.
So now, just a good steel shot is sufficient. If someone's coming into your room and you're letting off some steel shot at them, it's not going to be pretty, but it's probably not going to get through 2 layers of drywall at the same time.
Know what's behind your target. Know what's in the room beyond the wall behind your target. I mean, you got to have it planned out. Clear your house. Practice. You got to practice all this stuff.
Yeah,
Jason,
having a plan is huge. Making sure you're all on the same page. You know, if something happens, this is what we do. You know, if you're over in this room, whatever, you guys have to have a plan. It is key to any kind of home invasion, burglary, whatever it may be. It is key to have a plan if you have multiple people in the house.
Yeah, that's a good one, CW. Senior comment.
Yeah.
Like Daniel said, the number 7, that's what we used in 3-gun. And I tell you what, number 7, man, it's devastating, but it's not over penetrating either.
Yeah, if you've got a modular home or a thinner wall or even a trailer, you got 1/4-inch plywood, 2x2s. So that's going to affect everything too, obviously. But you just got to know what's behind it. You know, safety's between the ears. You got to know what you got.
Right on.
But then again, my first line of home defense is a 120-pound German Shepherd. If she doesn't take care of business, then it's time to get serious.
Yeah, that's a great warning right there. That's a great alarm
See,
system.
And here's the other thing too. You don't want to blindly shoot. So
No.
you're talking about going through drywall and things like that. You don't want to blindly shoot because if you have other people in the house, they may be running for cover. Again, have a plan, but things happen. So you know they may be running for cover and they may get in the way. You do not want to blind shoot. You want to make sure whatever that threat's at, that threat's coming towards you before you pull that damn trigger. Do not shoot through a wall and hope that you hit the threat. You don't want to do that.
Identify target and what's beyond, period.
Yeah, that video of that 80-year-old man, he seen that guy coming. He took aim, and he shot him right in the arm.
Man, that was was a great video.
The package on the front porch.
Watching that video, I think he took aim and aimed for the guy's arm. He wasn't trying to kill him. He was trying to take him away, disable him.
Well,
One
thank
of
you,
the other
Mr.
big things I'll throw out there too is seek training. Go out and get training. You know, we can. There's things we can do as trainers. Some of you guys know I'm a trainer, and that some of the things we can do as a trainer is we can help bring stress levels up and raise that blood pressure, get you kind of out of your realm, and put you in a situation that's uncomfortable, so that you understand potentially kind of what's going to happen when that situation happens. Getting training is key. It really is. If you plan on carrying a firearm, if you have one for home defense, whatever it may be, having training is key.
Abigail does make good points and something we all need to consider. But Mr. Pollard, I'm thinking that if it'll go through a wall, it'll go completely through the perpetrator.
And Big E, I've done exactly that. That's the first round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Abigail, see, here's the thing. When it comes down to it, if they're directly in front of you and you take that shot and your roommate happens to be behind in the other room or whatever it may be, it's your life on the line. You gotta decide whether you're gonna pull that trigger or not. It's a tough situation to be in, but at the end of the day, you got to make that call. But this is where having a plan comes into action. If you have a plan of, hey, this happens, this is what we do, so you all know where you're all going and what's going on, and if for some reason that particular person cannot get to wherever the bug out location room is, whatever it may be, stay in contact. Have your phones on vibrate, not on, don't have sound on, and talk to each other. Constant communication is key in any situation like this.
And yes, the frogs are out.
Yeah.
No, the other part, the other part to that too is, if you're carrying a firearm and you intend to use it, if something happens, have some medical training. Doesn't have to be a bunch, but seek out some medical training. Know how to use a tourniquet, know how to wrap a bandage, know how to work on stopping the bleed, know how to resuscitate someone if they pass out, things like this. Know these things. Basic CPR and all that stuff is not that hard to do. Most places around you will have it. Red Cross offers it. Many other places offers it, and it's usually not that expensive. Most places are usually $50 to $100 for a class, and a class is usually 4 to 6 hours, somewhere in there.
In every room inside of my house that has a firearm in it, there's also a trauma kit. I don't mean boo-boo Band-Aids and a gauze pad. There's tourniquets for like a suction wound in your lung or something like that. I got everything for that. Build a basic trauma kit. That might be a good idea for a video.
Yeah. So Abigail says she has all that already. That's great. That's what you want. So again, in the situation that you're talking about, if something happens like this, you all need to be in constant communication of what's going on. And if in the unfortunate incident that something does happen and you do hit your roommate, you have the training. You got to do what you got to do.
And the importance of a trauma kit was actually expressed to Angel a while back. I was down at my 90-year-old neighbor's house, and I took the dog with me because she loves the dog. And she was sitting up on the couch with her and all that, and everybody's happy. Well, she went to turn or something, and she caught her with one of her claws, not intentionally, but she's on blood thinners and all this stuff, and she was bleeding like hell. And I called Angel. I said, grab my backpack in the living room and get down here. Which one? I said, the one that's right there by the door. And she came down there, and I got everything, slowed down. But it was pretty rough there for about 45 seconds till Angel got there.
All right, can I comment on Mark's comment? So Mark's saying he stepped out and went and did the Dickens drill, putting himself in a situation that he's not used to being in. This is something that everyone needs to do. Put yourself in a situation you're not used to. Put yourself in an uncomfortable position. Try these things, practice these things, learn these things. There's many times when I go to Daniel's, we do all kinds of crazy stuff that people will think is absolutely nuts to do and practice, like a 100-yard shot with a pistol or a 200-yard shot with a pistol. It's putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation and learning different skills. Is it likely that that's going to happen when you're out in the field and, walking down the street? No, very, very unlikely. But training yourself in these situations makes you better in small situations like 40 yards. Y'all seen Daniel stepped up, went out, and did the Dickens drill against Bald and Curious, and everyone voted, and Daniel won, fair and square. Get yourself out there, get yourself uncomfortable. Again, seek training, put yourself in situations that you're not used to. It's really good to do. Whenever you can get the stress level going, get your blood pressure up, and induce, I'm not going to say induce panic, but induce something your body's not used to.
Yeah, stress.
That's going to add a whole nother level to your shooting game. And you need to understand that, because when the situation comes around, if you haven't practiced that, you're not going to do well when it happens.
Well, that's what I was saying. You're going to fall to the level of your training in a heated situation. Muscle memory is going to kick in, and if you don't have any, shit's going to happen. Shit's going to go wrong.
Exactly. All right, let me put it this way. So think about this. Most cops only shoot when they qualify. And some qualify twice a year, some qualify once a year. That's scary. That's scary because most of them don't go out and practice and shoot because it's too expensive. Or whatever reason they have. They make up all kinds of reasons just to not get out there and do their shooting and practicing. That's scary because they're out there to serve and protect. They don't have the skill level. And I'm not saying it's all cops, but it's a lot of them.
Yeah. A lot of your sheriffs, they're gun nuts too out here, by me at least anyway.
Yeah.
So they're out there doing it themselves. They're taking their personals, getting out there and training.
Yeah, and Tommy boy, some of the police officers, they do get given to them to do all that, but some of them are limited too. So you got to remember that as well. But the big thing is adding difficulty, adding stressful situations to your training. Because it's gonna make you better, and the end all be all when you end up in that situation. If you ever happen to be in that situation, you will be better off because you put yourself in various strains and all the rest of it to make you better. When you have that muscle memory, just like Mark was saying, when you have that muscle memory, when you have all of that set in place, things will go a lot smoother, a lot easier, and you'll be on target.
And you'll be confident.
Well, that's one reason I shoot USPSA, Steel Challenge, and the likes, because that puts you under stress of a situation to go for your targets.
And that's putting the fun factor in training, is running a competition like that.
Yeah.
You're getting the best training out there.
That's why I do it.
And one thing too, to add to that is, guys, throw targets up in your house. It might piss your wife off. It might, whatever. Put targets up around the house and dry fire. Dry fire is huge. It improves trigger control. It improves grip. All of that stuff. All these things matter when it comes to it. And the more that you practice your draw, the more you practice trigger control, the more you practice this, that, the other, it all makes a huge difference. I literally had people show up at the house to come in and work, and they see targets all around, and you get that glazed look over their eyes of, what the fuck am I walking into? Excuse my language. But, they get that glazed look. But, you move on, because you, as a person who is willing to step up to the plate and take care of business, if something comes up, as an American, to use your right to defend yourself or someone else in trouble, that's what we do. You got to practice. You got to be able to do that. Yeah, Chico's exactly right. You're responsible for every round you fire.
Well, I'm very encouraged by Abigail out there. I mean, she's got a roommate. There's 2 ladies living there, and I think the fact that she has thought this out is very encouraging to me. That she's taken time to consider what she would do in such a sad situation.
And that would be a very sad situation. Life is precious.
It's good to think ahead of the game. It's good to think ahead of what's going to happen, potentially happen, could happen. And she's got drills that she's doing out there. She's talking about having painter's tape up on the wall, 10 yards, and practicing presentation drills. All of this is key. So she's already well on her way. She already has medical training. She already understands basic presentation drills and stuff like that. So she's well on her way.
We all got light. Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry, man.
I was gonna say we all got light switches and lamps. I mean, walk around the house and do the presentation drill. That's the most. That's half the battle. Getting the presentation, bringing it up. While you're moving. Squat, kneel down, crawl. I mean, you don't have to put all the tape up and whatnot. You got light switches and lamps and things. You can those are your targets.
Yep. Yeah, you can use anything.
Toaster. I mean, just
you got a microwave, toaster. You got an oven, all kinds of stuff. There's a multitude of things in your house that you could use. The big thing is doing it safely. Obviously, making sure your gun's clear, taking your time, and going through the motions and getting your motions correct.
Absolutely, Scotsman. Very good points.
So, as someone who's been teaching for a lot of years, and we're in 2022, so I don't know, 6-7 years already, somewhere in there. I've been teaching a long time, and I see a lot of things people do. And one of the big things is people get comfortable. I will say this: don't ever be comfortable. I would rather you be in an uncomfortable situation at all times.
He gone.
As soon as you get comfortable, that's where you're going to mess up.
Complacency.
Yep. It happens every time. Do not get complacent. Be very proficient in what you do. No, and I get that, Abigail. I was just using that as an example. What I'm trying to say is you have the idea of what's going on. You are training, you have the medical training, you have all this, and you have a good idea. So you're well on your way.
Georgia boy.
Judy chop.
Think the storms knocked him out.
Well, that means in 15 minutes I'm gonna be knocked out.
Is
I'm
it
telling
raining there
you.
yet?
If I want to know the weather, all I gotta do is call Jamie.
You got anything going on? Any weather happening?
I don't know if I'd be Judy kicking snakes, not the ones around here.
So did we cover everybody with our topic?
No, I believe so.
Can I throw a little sidestep to the topic?
Sure.
Come on.
Okay, so bear in mind, you may not always have a pistol, a rifle, a shotgun, something available to you. Use whatever you have, whether it's a broomstick, whether you pick up a TV remote, whatever you may have. Understand, anything can be a weapon. And
So I'm gonna blame you, Scotsman, when my wife starts finding all kinds of broken stuff in the house. I'm practicing. All right.
Oh no! Now we have a
You
salt.
always have to think outside the box. Always
Yeah.
think outside the box. If, say for example, someone breaks in right now, I don't have anything near me particularly that's a firearm. Not saying there's not one 20 feet away, but where I'm sitting right now, I don't have one.
You're in the wrong spot, Jamie. You're freaking me out.
So I'm going to take what's available. Right now, available to me would be a wrench. I have a nice big heavy wrench sitting right here. That would be my weapon. Take what's available. Think about things that are around you.
Since we can't show firearms, I can tell somebody to fork off.
If you were a Riddick, you could just use a cup.
You took the words out of my mouth.
So
A teacup.
Abigail is quoting NCIS rule number 9. Always carry a knife. I carry 2.
I can use this thing, whatever it is.
Always have a backup.
Ted Smith would be proud.
I'll tell you what, if stuff gets real, you'd be surprised what you can use for a weapon.
Again,
Anything you can get in your hands.
You see this
That-
right here?
That is excellent. You put that in, you wrap that around those fingers and throw a punch. Whatever you hit feels like the end of a log.
Yeah.
It's always think outside the box. If they come in and they happen to get the gun out of your hand, you got to think fast. You got to think quick. So grab something else that's right there by you and utilize it.
Everything around me would get thrown at that point, just to cause confusion.
Well, of
Well, I'm
course, I'm in
grabbing
the kitchen, so I can Judy knife somebody into, next week. No big deal.
Go for the throat. If you're that close in and they get your weapon, you may not have time to look. You're gonna have to go for something vital.
I ain't scared to bash somebody's head in with a Yeti cup.
I know Scotsman's into martial arts and others are too. You can use your hands as weapons, but again, practice, because you're gonna fall to your training there too.
One of the big things there, to Mark's point, is know the body. So when I say that, what I mean is know your pressure points, know your nerves, know your vital points. Know the things that you can strike that's going to cause damage, that's going to put them inhabilitated to where they cannot move, to where they drop instantly and they're done. That's it. Knowing the body is huge. When I first got into martial arts years and years and years ago, that was one thing I kind of stepped outside of the realm of. I went ahead and studied the body on my own. I went ahead and grabbed various books and some reading and various things and learned all these different things, where the nerves are, where this is at, where that's at. And that's going to make a huge difference. It's not going to work for everybody because everybody is not able to be direct with the strikes as to where they're going and things like that. But if you can get close and you know how to use your body, then you'll be okay. When it gets to that situation, if you're in that point where you have nothing else but your hands and it's fight or flight, you go to town and you do what you got to do. And strike hard as fast as you can, and get in and get out.
Hey, Georgia boy, does this count? He said use your Ginsu knife.
I believe that would count. I'm with you. I'm with you, Scotsman. I studied martial arts for years too, and to know that the human body is most excellent, because if you have to go hand to hand, get it over with quick. And, you know, you don't want to spend much time there.
I'm too old to go 10 rounds, man. I'm not doing it. I'm
Well,
old.
see,
I fight dirty.
see, part of knowing the body is knowing the mind and knowing how to manipulate the person attacking you. So there's a whole nother factor right there, but you got to know how to manipulate the person coming at you.
I like talking to them calmly.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. It throws them off their game. They don't know what's going on.
Good breathing exercises, and just calmly talk to them.
While having a hand on your pistol.
That's when you ask them, does that hurt? I'm sorry. You know you're making me do this.
I learned early on that a good belt with a heavy buckle and a good pair of cowboy boots and a knife are just everyday carry. I mean, you know, you got weapons you're walking around with, and people don't even think about it. If you can,
There's a reason I only wear cowboy boots. I've been wearing cowboy boots for the last, 2007, somewhere in there. Right around 2007 is when I bought my first pair of cowboy boots, and I never looked back. You have a good pair of cowboy boots, you'd be surprised what they can do in a fight.
you will. And I'll tell you something else too. And Miss Abigail, I want you to listen to this. People think knees only bend one direction.
Oh,
That is a misconception.
ow.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. To Jamie's point, I'll say this. So, for those of you that don't know, I'm involved in Okinawan martial arts. Okinawans are short little guys. I'm a tall guy. But here's the key to Okinawan. Okinawans, when they kick, they don't kick to the head. They kick low. They kick to the shins and they kick to the knees. The knees, like Jamie said, bend many other ways.
And they're loaded. They got the weight on them, so they're, yeah.
I mean,
I like that comment right there. Sometimes it's a mental game.
I study Okinawan Kempo.
Kempo is awesome.
It's good to know that knees bend certain ways, but we don't need to talk about that.
You had to get up on that one.
It makes me hurt. Oh my god!
One of my favorite things to utilize is nerve points. it's a very easy thing to do if you know where they are. And again, this goes back to my point earlier of study the body, know the body, learn the body, and have a good concept. So if something happens, you know where to attack. And a lot of times, if you go get training and you walk into a dojo, you know, they're going to tell you, wait for them to hit first. Here's what I'm going to tell you as someone who has been doing this for many, many, many years. The instant that they drive towards attacking, that is when you go to action. You do not wait for them to throw the first punch. When they incite what's coming towards you, that's when you go to act.
Well, especially with our topic, we're talking about a self-defense already going bad. You're not going to have time to walk away. So you're not waiting on them to throw the first punch. You're not going to have an opportunity to exit stage left. You know, you want to be on the ready.
Yeah, it's quick, it's fast, it's in, it's out. You do not mess around. When you get that close to someone, if you're that close, get in, get out.
Yep.
Don't stand around. Don't wait. One of my favorite things, and Gene can probably attest to this since he's had some training as well. I love when someone grabs my neck. And I love when someone grabs my neck because why, Gene?
Well, that depends on which situation you're in.
Because you're kinky.
From the front, the back. I love when someone grabs my neck because that gives me full advantage of my body weight.
Okay,
so somebody grabs my neck, they're going to land about 12 feet over that way.
Let me explain it to you. So I love when someone grabs my neck because I know where they're at. I know where their hands are. And I have their entire body open to me to attack and take care of the situation. When their hands are that high, they have their entire lower extremities are open for attack.
Yep.
And there's all kinds of things you can do right there when their arms are in that position.
Now, see, that's where I was going with dropping the body weight, because going down to a neutral bow, when someone's around you like that, automatically drops you lower so you can advance into other areas.
And you've got surprise on your side too.
People don't expect you to drop down when they grab you.
Right.
That's the last thing they expect you to do.
People don't expect you to smile when they grab your neck.
And that's part of the mental.
Well, no, that's to the person. That's to the person.
You gotta mess with the attacker. And you got to break them mentally and physically. And part of that is being stronger than them. And so for me, you know, a lot of things I've done over the years as far as training, I'm used to basically training traditional Okinawan ways where we're in the dojo and we're going full bore, striking each other as hard as you can strike. We're doing bunkai, various different things to where you're building your muscles up, you're building your bones up, you're building all these different things up. So when that situation comes around, you're hard as a rock and you can take anything that's thrown at you. That's not saying you're invincible, because you're not. Don't take that the wrong way. But when you build your body up and you train and you fight like that, and it gives you an advantage.
Well, I just gotta say this topic has kept us busy most of the evening, and it's gone a lot further than I anticipated. So I'm glad for y'all's attention to what we're talking about. My main thing was I just wanted to figure out what you guys were thinking about your nightstand gun and stuff like that. We got into topics that needed to be talked about a lot around here, I think. So thank you guys.
I'm sorry if it kind of went off in the far left side or whatever, it went off in a total different direction. But I think it's important for people to understand they're not always going to have that weapon available.
Brother, I love you, but the only thing you know about the left is a turn signal, brother.
No. See, don't. I know a lot about the left. They're damn fat shit crazy, and they're trying to ruin this country.
Well, it feels like it sometimes. I like to think, but sometimes I have to force myself that every American wants what's good for America. I'm having to face the facts that that's not so. That a lot of people in this country are out for number one, and that's themselves. And yeah, that's it.
If these people that are supposed to represent us actually wanted what's best for America, they would talk to us. But they don't. They do not talk to the people. They go in a secure room guarded by people with weapons that are so bad that we have to deliberate and make laws to make us the problem.
Now we've gone from shotguns by the bed to
A rabbit hole we won't get out of.
I know.
Here's a great self-defense weapon at home.
Just don't run with them.
Yeah.
And these are on my desk, these are right by my front door. And they're multi-purpose tool. But boy,
Yeah, you can wrap presents and stab an intruder, and when you
chase the mailman away.
you can cut the grass.
I just really like the idea of those security type shotguns as for a bedside. Right now, mine is my CZ75. I keep it by the bed, but I'm concerned about a single projectile. Like, my thinking is opposite from Abigail's. That single projectile, particularly out of a 9mm or 40, 45, either one. 45 maybe not so much, but it just seems like it would go through an intruder and it could potentially hurt somebody else in the house or go into a neighbor's house. Not that my neighbors are that close, but yeah, I've told my son many times, you hear a bump in the night, a thump or a thud, and you hear the gun cock and hit the ground. And me and him have a plan, and he keeps his shotgun by his bed. I keep my 9mm by mine. And the reason I use the CZ75 for that is because it holds Ozark, get your mind out the gutter.
17, Jamie, 17.
17 shots. And I got one magazine that holds 20 that Jesse B Outdoors sent me. So there's a lot of rounds there, and that's the reason I use it. But it's old school. It doesn't have a light on it, so I might be switching up to something a little different that I can at least put a light on. And Abigail brought up another point we probably should talk about quickly before we have to start going through the room is, and I think CW addressed it, lights on whatever that is. Like CW, you were saying that your light is mounted on your shotgun. You have one.
Yeah,
like
and rifles. Anything defensive or a long gun has a light on it. Just handguns don't.
Here's one of the big things that comes into play with anything you do as far as self-defense. It doesn't matter if you're trained, not trained. Anything you do, be able to explain it in the court of law. So when the police come and they start trying to question you, keep your mouth shut.
Yep, shut up.
Get your lawyer, keep your mouth shut, because in the heat of the moment, you're gonna end up saying something you shouldn't say. Keep your mouth shut.
And they count on that.
That's exactly what they count on. So just remember, you don't have to speak right then and there. Just keep your mouth shut. Yes, they're gonna probably take you to jail. Yes, they're gonna take your guns away from you for the time being, so on and so forth. Fight the battle in court. Don't fight it right then and there.
What was funny, a friend of mine, a Marine, he was in Korea, and this Chinese soldier tried to break into the barracks, and he was pulling fire watch, and the Chinese guy opened the window and was trying to come in, and he shot him 8 times with a 44 or a 45 ACP. And they were in the courtroom. He was brought up on charges and all this stuff. Why did you shoot him 8 times with a 45 Colt? And he said, he kept falling forward, and I was ordered not to let anybody into the barracks, sir. That was his excuse. He was done. I was ordered not to let anybody into the barracks, and he kept falling forward.
Well, because there's 8 in a mag, and I emptied it.
One of the big things that comes up a lot of times when you're teaching people, especially for concealed carry and stuff like that, is how many rounds should you fire? It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple.
Not until it's done. No, you always keep some in reserve.
I don't care if you fire 17. I don't care if you fire 34. You keep on going until that threat is down on the ground and out.
Until the threat stops. Yep.
Neutralized. Until the threat is neutralized.
And you will win that all day in court, every single day.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm peaceful. I'm not harmless.
Some of these people are hyped up on drugs. They're hyped up on this, whatever it may be, and they'll keep coming at you. We've seen that. We see it a lot of times. You'll see cops. They'll be out there and they'll fire off a couple rounds, and they keep coming at them.
Yeah, there was one video circling around. I can't believe this dude was still coming. I think the cop shot him. He reloaded. I think he shot him like 19 times, and the guy's still coming.
Yeah, I've seen. There was a couple videos I've seen where some cops had unloaded 2 magazines and the guy was still coming. Well, if they're hyped up that bad, yeah, that's.
Yep, or the 9mm.
That's why you shoot 44 mag. Go big or go home.
That's the first 6. Then you got 17 rounds of 40 coming after it, and then we'll go to 9. And that's just until I can get to my shotgun.
Yeah, it's very, very important to just keep going until the threat's done. Period.
So you need 2 magazines of your semi-automatic 9mm weapon at point-blank range. And then what happened? He left.
You can use either one, Idaho. The 3.56s, you'll find them in the 147s, and that's because of the 38 Super.
I think I'm going to start sizing my cast lead bullets for 9mm to 3.57 because I've had issues with not being stabilized and at 356 and one of them.
You just gotta try them and see.
Huh?
You just gotta try them and see. I make my cast bolts as fat as I can. When they don't work, I'll back it down 1,000ths, and that's where I'll stop. Usually, that gets me what I want to be, what I want to have. Like my the 350 Legend, I can't fit a 357. I've got to be 356. It won't fit. But
Well, these
mag, I can shoot 360s. So it's all about the chamber, all about the throat, all about the gun.
yeah.
Okay. Can you throw up Abigail's comment? Okay, so let's look at this comment for a second. So I'm sure they'd have plenty to say at my trial, given all the gear I own. Lots of us have tons of things. We have all kinds of reloading equipment. We have all kinds of tactical gear, the whole 9 yards. Will a DA try and use this against you? Probably more than likely, yes. Being able to explain yourself and explain the things you did is going to be key in everything you do in that trial. If you get to that point, be able to explain every round you fired, be able to explain every punch you throwed, be able to explain every kick you kicked. All these things come into play. You have to be able to walk it through. This is why it's very important when that situation happens, if it does happen to you, don't speak when the cops show up. Keep your mouth shut, wait, and get to that point. Because, again, they're going to try and induce stress on you. They're going to try and get you to say something, and then they're going to use it against you.
Another thing to do is take a selfie of you that's time-stamped, because they can't bring up any of the gear that you have if you're not wearing it. You're not using it. You know, I can have 3 tanks, 2 F-18s, and 47, flak jackets in the bedroom back here. But if the timestamp right after I called 911 say, hey, y'all need to come clean up on aisle 2, and I'm not using any of that, they can't use it. As long as it's legal to own, they can't use it.
Well, it comes down to litigation. They're going to try.
They will try. No, I sold them to the Ukrainians, Mark. I got a good deal on them.
And still can't afford to get his reloading bench in the house.
Gene, walk your happy ass over here and let me pick up this 1,000-pound.
Okay, hold on. So Gene, I don't know if you've seen Kyle's reloading room, but if you want to drive your happy ass to Georgia and help him clean it up, good luck.
I got an idea, Kyle. So today, this might work for you. Today, I had a little Kawasaki 125 in the bed of my truck, right? And I didn't want to try and unload it myself. I saw a kid on a bike. I said, hey, you got a minute? He helped me unload the bike, went on his way. There you go. Grab you a kid or two and say, come on.
It's going to take a kid or 12 because it took 5 men to move it. That's 1/4-inch thick steel.
I know. I've loaded on it. I know what you got.
It doesn't give. It doesn't move. I got a spot for it and everything. Everybody knows how much it weighs, and nobody come over here and move.
James Pollard, the barrel is the best bullet sizer. It is, unless you let Kyle and some others.
Hey,
try.
I did not have anything to do with that.
Wow.
You all were involved. I don't want to hear a damn word about it. You all involved.
No,
all right, it's time to start going through the room, and we got to make way for Gary Gizzard Gary, whatever. I'm sorry, Gary, I butchered your name, brother, buddy.
Mark, I love you, brother.
I came back into the house, and that mayhem has already started. I didn't have anything to do with it. I was trying to fix the problem. Y'all created it.
Y'all made it worse, but whatever.
Association. Guilty by association. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing.
Don't make me come up there and use it.
All right, shut up. Listen for a second. Here's the thing. You know, it's great to have friends like this because when they do things like that, they step up to the plate and they take care of it. So trust me, my gun's fine. I got a brand new barrel. It was all good. No issue. And we're just not letting them slug it again after that.
I was outside. Y'all did y'all's own thing.
My point of view is completely different, but we'll figure it out.
That was a good night, though. You know.
All right, so Tommy boy, what is a plot dog? Can't say I ever heard of it. There you go. Hot boy nailed it.
Anytime you can talk your way out of it, talk your way out of it.
Yeah, walk away. That's the whole, yeah.
And the biggest thing there is staying calm in the situation.
You know, there's nothing wrong with swallowing your pride. You will never choke on it.
Exactly. We've had a lot of Confucius quotes tonight.
We have. So let's start going through the room and let these nice folks that have been hanging with us for 2 hours on with their weekend. Before we do that, I'd just like to remind y'all, please keep our buddy Mutex I Can in your prayers. Him and his family, they got medical issues going on with a family member. So if y'all remember him over the weekend, I'd appreciate it. What you got going on, Mark?
Nothing planned. Gonna clean some brass and load up some 125 grain for 300 blackout. Do a little playing next week. Going to my new shift Sunday night, so.
Don't you have an announcement for us about that?
So my work week is going to be Sunday night through Thursday night, so I will be able to be here on Friday night.
Whee!
Everybody go, woo!
Good night, Walter. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Where's Alan when you need him? Woo!
I know.
I'm not good at it right now. I've still got allergies, so I apologize.
Yeah.
I suck.
Other than that, not much going on. Just going to practice a bow and get ready for deer season.
Cool. Mark also has a new climbing tree stand. That's going to be awesome. And find a tree. Gonna have to get you one of them little saws that you can fold up, put in your back pocket, and then get that.
Yep, it's in there. It's already there. Laplander. Yep.
G23. What are you talking about, man? You mean $6 per 100, please. $6 for each box.
I'm hoping it's $6 a 100 because damn.
I know, right?
I said, damn.
Yeah, I got. You know what? I got a deal and a half for him if he's paying that.
Yeah, right.
I'll hook you up.
Absolutely.
I got a couple of thousand. I'll sell you for $5 a piece.
Not me, G.
$350.
3.
Thank you. There you go.
$275.
Oh, you're cutting the bottom dollar now, man.
Hey,
Now,
no low ballers. I know what I've got.
Hey, $6 a 100 in this environment is a steal, G. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did good there,
That's
brother.
why most of the stuff I've been loading has been shotguns. I've been playing with rock salt and number 4 buck and slugs and all that stuff because I've got shotgun primers. I mean, think about it. It ain't like you're going to go out and shoot 1,000 rounds of 12 gauge.
Probably not. What are you working on, Gene? What you going to do this coming week?
This coming weekend, I've got a USPSA shoot. Talk about getting your heart rate up and shooting at targets as fast as you can. I love it. Love it. Other than that, not just living life, man. Just trying to live, love, laugh, and reload.
I love that.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here, brother. We appreciate you more than you know.
Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
So you won't hang around for a few minutes, ain't you?
Oh, yep.
Good. Mr. Scottish American, how are you, brother?
I'm good, man. Thank you for inviting me. It's good to be here. I'm always happy to be here when I can. It's been a long, long, long day. I'm going on 25 hours at this point. I had the pleasure. I had the pleasure of meeting Chris from the 740 today. We had an awesome, awesome day hanging out with Daniel. We did some shooting. We had some fun, and yeah, awesome, awesome day. As far as reloading coming up for me, man, I got all kinds of stuff going on. It's just finding the time to do it. I got 45 Colt to load up. I still got a bunch of bullets from CW. I got some bullets from Daniel for 38, 357. I still got bullets from Willie. I got all kinds of stuff. It's just finding the time to do it. Yeah, it's crazy. But with that being said, it's good to be here. It's good to see everyone out there. Appreciate everyone in the side chat. I appreciate everyone who's jumped up and stepped to the plate to help out with Willie's family. It's huge, and we appreciate you all. We really, really do. I cannot say it enough. I've said it many, many times over the years of all the fundraisers that we've done. And some of you guys understand what it takes to do this, and some of you don't. But I'll tell you right now, the things that it takes to do this, Jamie has stepped up to the plate huge. It's a big deal. It's not a small thing to do. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. And so thank you to Jamie. Thank you to everyone else who jumped in to help out, thrown in prizes, thrown in the help and the assistance to get this where it's at. We're almost to the goal. We're almost there. We're getting close. Keep piling forward, guys. We can do this. We're going to make it happen. And I believe the plan is half of it's going to be given away on Jamie's chat, and then the other half will be given away on a foreign and domestic chat. And I'm honored to be able to do that. So I appreciate Jamie for letting me do that and being a part of it and helping out there. With that being said, please check us out Sunday night, foreign and domestic. Hopefully Alan will be back with us. He had some issues last weekend, but hopefully he'll be back with us. And if I'm rambling, I apologize because I've been up for 25 hours.
Thanks for being here, brother. We appreciate you. CW, you got anything specific you're going to be working on?
No. We'll see how things go. I usually find something I can do a video or talk about, but nothing specific. D-Dub's got a question for you there, Jamie.
Yeah, I think we're going to let it go until Labor Day weekend. We'll have our live stream on Friday night. Then we'll have foreign and domestic on Sunday, and then we'll have Monday off to get the prizes situated where we can mail those out to you guys and get everything arranged to get the prizes. And I can't thank y'all enough. Y'all have overwhelmed me with your generosity and your faithfulness to our community, and we can't be more pleased about that. We're right around that $3,000 mark. We're 3/4 of the way there. We got 3 more weeks. So thanks, Gun Hobo 62B. We appreciate all of y'all being here with us. So Kyle, what are you working on this week? Nothing? Anything?
I'm probably going to cast up some more number 4 buck. and get it ready to go. I've got another reloading bench in the basement that I can use. It's just, it's not the tank. You know what I'm saying? Things move around and it's a little wobbly. I got to kind of like strap it to the shelving unit that it's next to. But I might load up some buckshot and play around with what you were talking about last week with the rebound of the crimp. Play around with that a little bit. Try not to do anything outside. It's so dang hot. Only thing I'm gonna do outside is go do some swimming, and I might grill some steaks tomorrow, but I'm gonna be swimming while I do it. So that's about all I got. I just appreciate everybody being here, and it's amazing what y'all have done for Willie's family. Thank you very much.
Amen. So I got some gun projects going on. I probably need to do some videos about some gunsmithing, but would I get in trouble for that, y'all?
Not if it's not live.
Roll the dice, brother. Roll the dice. You never know what you're going to get.
What's the worst? You get in YouTube jail for 30 days or something?
I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for being here. We're going to cut it loose and let Gary have the floor. I just want to say thank you for everything y'all doing. Y'all are overwhelming me. I've been up too long and I've worked too hard this week. I got the same problem our buddy Scotsman's got. I can't hardly think straight. And I've been fighting this internet tonight too, as y'all noticed. I've fell off of here a couple of times, but thank you for hanging out with us. And we're going to remember Tuesday night is the Reloading podcast. Wednesday night is Chris from the 740. Thursday night, AR Guns. Friday night, is Echo doing his thing?
I haven't seen him in a while. I know he's around. I see him, but I haven't seen any chats from him.
I know AR's been not feeling well. His back's giving him fits. And I know that Echo's probably getting ready to move, packing everything up. So we might be missing them for a few more weeks. So when they get back, Echo's usually 6:05 on Friday evenings. Of course, Uncle Jim on Saturday night. We're on Friday nights, as y'all know. Sunday nights, foreign and domestic. We hope y'all have a great weekend, and we hope the Lord blesses y'all all real good. Check out all of our buddies, and we'll see y'all next week, if the Lord's willing, Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say good night, y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Night, y'all.